They think that the press and the media would come down on us too hard if anything happens to you.
Well, what's going to happen now?
Well, the narcos are still tailing him. Maybe he'll slip up or something, I don't know.
And maybe he won't. Now, listen, his lawyers will run rings around you lot unless you get some hard evidence, and I can get it.
Look, Joan, you're preaching to the converted. The department won't let me risk your life.
Oh, what are they doing now? Do I sit around here and wait till this house burns down too, or he sends his thugs around again? Does someone else have to get killed?
I'll lean on Parker. He knows we're onto him. If anything happens to you, I'll come down on him like a ton of bricks.
Oh, a lot of good that'll do me.
Well, it's the best offer I got. I'll just keep patrols watching your place night and day.
And after that?
After that, look, I don't think Parker's going to do anything. I mean, it's not as if you've worked for him or you've double-crossed him. All you've done is refused an offer. That is all you've done, isn't it, Joan? Hmm?
Yes, of course. I wouldn't work with scum like that.
No. I'm just checking, you understand? I mean, it does surprise me that Parker's going after you so hard. He's usually not so enthusiastic.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to sit around and wait for him. I'm going to move out of here tomorrow.
Good idea. Just keep in touch, let us know where you are, and I'll let you know if there's anything happened about the hit and run. And Joan, don't you bloody well do anything on your own.
Well, you just get him behind bars.
The woman's on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Those tablets took a long time to take effect.
How long will they last?
Oh, 5, 6 hours. But I'd like to keep her in here longer than that. She desperately needs the rest. And I think the doctor should examine her.
She's been under a lot of pressure. I didn't realize it was as bad as this.
Well, we could keep her on medication when she goes back to the women. Or we could transfer her to a psychiatric unit. Her condition doesn't warrant it, but we're to give her a break from the women.
No, I'd rather not. Let's wait and see how she comes out of it.
Sorry, Mel. No, no, Miss Ferguson. Lucy, leave her alone. I'll get Connors, not her. Bob, you can help me. Talk to Alan. Oh, don't leave me. I need you.
It's the effect of the sedative.
Could you write down what she says, especially if it's about Mel Jones or Miss Ferguson?
Of course, I'll be on duty all night.
Good, I'll have a look at it in the morning.
I've just had a call from your friend Detective Grace. He was concerned about you.
Keep away from me.
He must have told you in quite a story. You know what happens to little girls who tell lies, don't you?
I won't work for you.
It's too late for that. You've gone too far.
What did you expect? I'll see you behind bars for the rest of your life, you murdering bastard.
You're dead, Ferguson. And don't kid yourself, Grace will help. I've been playing their games for years, and they can't touch me.
Good. Well, you go for it. I'm waiting.
You're a fool.
You push just one more inch, and I'll kill you, Parker. I'll kill you.
I thought you might like one of these before you go to the academy.
Wonderful. Going to join me?
Yes. Oh, it's good to stop for a minute, isn't it?
Yes. Wonder what else can happen today.
It's been a beauty, hasn't it?
Yes. Poor Maxwell. She just isn't equipped for this place. She's just a suburban housewife who hasn't even begun to cope with the trauma of killing a child.
Do you want me to go up and see her whilst you're at the training school?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. She's sedated, of course, but she's very restless, muttering in her sleep a lot.
Anything that might help us?
Perhaps. She's mentioned Merle a lot. Seems to be worried about her, about using her in some way. The interesting thing is she's mentioned Merle and Joan in the same breath.
Wasn't it Joan, being very deputy governor, who suggested Merle's transfer?
Yes, it was. I wonder why.
Well, anything's possible with Joan.
Yes, and with Kath the way she is, there's no way I'm going to apply any pressure.
Well, at least we're aware something could be going on.
Yes, I've alerted Sister Horn. She's monitoring everything Kath says.
We'll just have to keep our fingers crossed.
Anyway, I'd better be going. Not going to enjoy this, but I think it's necessary.
I agree.
Meg, I'm not getting paranoid, am I?
Why?
Because in young Rodney Adams, I see a potential Joan.
No, you're not paranoid. And if that's the way you feel about him, the sooner you alert the training school, the better.
And you're not a lawyer? Then I'm afraid you can only visit in the normal visiting hours. Yes, visits outside these hours are only granted at the discretion of the governor, and I'm afraid he's not available at the moment. Thank you. Good afternoon, Miss Ferguson. Picked the wrong afternoon to be off duty. You missed all the excitement. We had a drug bust. I got Janet Williams' sister with the lot. Just had this feeling,
Yes,
you know.
Mr. Adams, I've heard about your success this afternoon. As Deputy Governor, I congratulate you.
Miss Ferguson, what are you doing back here? Everything's covered.
Yes,
There's no
Governor,
need
it's
for you-
all right. I finished my business earlier than I expected, so I'll get on with my shift.
Rodney, I'm on my way to the training school. If there's anything you'd like me to add to your statement, it's still not too late.
I told you what happened, Mrs. Reynolds.
Please, think about it. If we find out later on that Delia's telling the truth, your whole career could be on the line.
I'm sorry you don't believe me, but Delia is the one who's lying, not me. I've nothing more to say.
So be it.
I'm really not in the mood. Well, you better get in the mood, love, because they're all very keen.
Just stick it in first, you'll be sweet. That sounds
It takes a lot of energy. I don't think I've got enough for that today.
Just borrow some from the game and you'll listen to them. Shut up, you lot. With their hands.
I like blocks of wood and stuff.
Oh, bugger the blocks of wood. For fellas, I'm
Oh,
interested
bugger
in.
the fellas, we can do a drop on Maxwell and Williams while they're up in solitary.
Go to the top of the class, Lex. Now shut up and give Laurie a go.
All right, if you really want me to give you a go, now come on. Put your legs slightly apart, move that bench back over there.
Oh, Roach, what's your hurry?
Leave me alone.
I have been. Thought you'd notice. Stick it in neutral, will you?
Look, if you're going to come heavy like a top dog, I don't want to know it.
Geez, you're hard to get on with. We used to be friends, remember?
Yeah, well, it's different in here. Bong said you're changing his role.
Right. And I wouldn't say he's been so smart, would you?
Suppose not.
I'm top dog because I care about what happens to me mates. I don't come on heavy because I like the sound of my own voice, right?
Okay. So I didn't listen to you and I've copped a charge. Happy now?
No, I'm not happy. Because that charge is going to go on your record and it's not going to sound too good in court.
So you don't want?
And I didn't come out here to say I told you so. I want us to be friends again. Gang would be pleased to have you back.
Rick. I don't know. Sure. I've been stupid. It's just me, I guess. But if anybody comes on heavy and says, don't do that, I can't help it. I just go straight ahead and do it.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This isn't getting us anywhere.
Friends?
I don't know about the game yet, though, eh?
Oh, that's okay. Whatever you want. But there's no point in mooching around by yourself. Come on, let's go see how the karate kids are doing.
Oh, yes! Oh, how'd you manage to do that? You're only a midget.
Difficult one, isn't it?
It certainly is, but it's my responsibility. And I felt it was only fair to them and the service to make a report to you now.
We have no proof, you say?
None whatsoever. Only a very strong gut feeling that Adams is lying to protect himself in some way. I don't think he's good officer material.
It's a pretty quick assessment, Mrs. Reynolds.